So hi, good morning everyone. I'm Zaqia Kainikkara, founder and principal architect of Greige Studio. I feel extremely honored to be sharing the audiovisual presentation of one of my favorite projects, Roastown. So Roastown is 11,000 square feet, two-storied specialty cuisine restaurant with a dining space of nearly 7,500 square feet. One of the unique features of the restaurant is how the space revolves around its four key live features: a Japanese teppanyaki grill, a mocktail mixology bar, a pizzeria, and a churrascaria. As a key attraction to the restaurant, the entire space was designed highlighting these areas. It was definitely one of the most challenging projects I have taken up in my 3 years of experience. The restaurant was to be housed in an already built-in structure with a low ceiling on the ground floor and a double height on the first floor. The ceiling height on the ground floor was about 290 centimeters. That's less than 10 feet. So the idea of the false ceiling was almost impossible as we had to accommodate a lot of ducts. So we kept the ceiling open and painted it to black to make it look silent. Additionally, since the restaurant had multiple live kitchens and other counters, a lot of consideration had to be placed on the overall spatial arrangement of the restaurant, as the client was very keen on creating a delightful visual experience for the customer along with the culinary. The design style we followed revolved around creating a modern industrial luxury design style with a lavish mix of colors like teal blue, burnt orange, and green, definitely with a lot of nature throughout the space. The walls were textured gray, creating an understated backdrop for the rest of the elements. So as you enter the building, you enter to the lounge area to the left and right of the building. One of the main features of the lounge area was the arched walls. The idea behind the wooden framed arched walls was to provide a natural break while also giving the lounge a welcoming feel. So as you can see, the timeless appeal of the white brick walls and the black and white frame sets a perfect backdrop for the seating corner. Okay. So the heart of the restaurant is the main dining area, occupying the area left to the teppanyaki counter. The idea was to add a number of design elements in a bold yet seamless fashion. This main dining and the ground floor is enclosed around the churrascaria. I can show it in the video. So the reaper and the mirror-walled backdrop provides a perfect backdrop for the splash of green and orange seating. So spacing of the ground floor follows a smooth passage to the teppanyaki grill, which centers the floor. This counter with the granite top is adorned with reaper panels throughout. This area is highlighted with a teal blue shelves and a gray and white terrazzo tiles. The passage to the right gives the customer a view of the pizzeria, separated by a semi-glass wall with the printed tile finish. So the right corner of the space is the lively mixology bar, which takes the same teal blue with a splash of burnt orange. One of the most beautiful features of this bar is the copper-painted arch back shelves. This area accommodates a small dining space with a decorative backdrop. The stairs stick behind the wall, separating the lounge and the dining area. The sleek wooden stairs, designed with glass and metal railing, leads us to the top floor. The top floor, with the largest seating capacity, welcomes you to this gray textured box-paneled wall adorned with curved mirrors. This wall accommodates the doors to the toilet, to the corners. So the idea behind the wall paneling was to hide the toilet doors and also to create a beautiful backdrop for the guests to click pictures. So the top floor with more relaxed dining area also accommodates a private dining area with a live cooking counter. A provision for multiple private tables runs across this area. The 3 private rooms can function as one big private hall by opening up the teal blue foldable partitions. This private area is separated from the rest of the space with a beautiful wood and glass reaper partition. Okay, the area facing the front of the facade is designed as a narrow lane of two-seaters with a series of rattan lights hanging from the wooden ceiling to create a feeling of fantasy. So that's it. I would like to play a video of the place. Thank you. Yeah, so this is the ground floor main dining area facing the churrascaria counter. This is the arched wall separation separating the dining area and the lounge. Private dining area. That's it. Thank you so much.
Hi. Very interesting project.
Thank you so much, sir.
I see that color is very instrumental in the way you've used it in the space. So can you tell us a little bit about how you've derived that color palette, or what is the thinking behind the choice of colors that have been used across?
Yeah, so the teal blue color was the client's choice pick. So I wanted to, I didn't want to use the color throughout. So I wanted to try out a few colors which would give a contrast to the teal blue, like the burnt orange, the mustard yellow, and the red. So I think it came out really well. No, not for the furnitures, no. Yeah, for the churrascaria and the pizzeria, it's related to the cuisine. The churrascaria is basically, it's more like a barbecue. So it's a live meat. What do you say? It's a live counter. So I thought a burnt orange backdrop tile would be really apt for the place. Yeah.
Hi. I saw these arches, which are very, very predominant, whether it's a part of a display or as part of the wall feature. As Khan said, when he asked the brick what he wants to be, he said, I want to be an arch. Now, I don't know if your wall wanted to be or the openings wanted to be. So I just want to understand what is the justification for this, or it is purely a very visual, in the moment, very popular thing to do?
Yeah, it's definitely one of the, it's a very in design. It's a new, the design is very much in, I think. I feel. But definitely it was used to separate the dining area and the lounge area. So I thought while waiting, maybe the guests could use the place as the arches as a bookshelf.
It doesn't need to be an arch. It could have been even.
Yeah, but I felt the arches gives us a welcoming feel, since it's a lounge area. So I thought.
And the second question to you would be, there seems to be, as the cuisine, it's a very multi, cuisine. I also felt that in design intentions too, I felt a lot of amalgamation of a lot of ideas. What if you had just taken one idea and done a follow through? So then, in that way, just a suggestion, it could have been the space which was holding the different cuisine. Right now, I see every area is a different. So it's just a suggestion, and you may have an idea.
Yeah, so I thought since the place has multiple cuisine, people should be able to experience different cuisines, right? I mean, that's the whole idea. So I thought all the different cuisines should have a little different theme to it, so that people can experience different dining experiences. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It just came across as too many materials for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, I think my comment would be similar. I wasn't able to see a continuity through the thing, whether it was one restaurant with, that's serving everybody, or were there 4 different cuisines, And I feel probably you could have played with probably the lighting that you used, even though you wanted to have one space, with lighting you could have just changed the feeling of the 4 different cuisines, I feel that could have been explored a bit more.
Yeah, but we've used a lot of similar materials throughout.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
So I
reverb
agree with you.
panels.
So then how do you differentiate between the 4 cuisines? So maybe lighting could have been one way of exploring, of giving a unified space, but then you change the kind of feel of each space. I felt that could be explored a bit more. Yeah?
Okay, sir.
But otherwise
Thank you.
it's good.
Thank you so much.